need to find my Bible. I found my Bible. I can now do Bible things. Damn, we should rename the Holy Bible something different, because it's no longer holy, because we're fixing all the holes. Oh, I've got the stream open on my other screen, and I can hear. Can I not hear? Okay, there we go. I muted the stream. I can no longer hear myself. I feel abandoned. Skydus has run away. Help, come back. Let's just rename it Holy Bible 2.0. You always just put 2.0 at the end of everything. That's usually a better thing to do. Where the hell did we get to? We got quite far. Oh no. I think it was Genesis 20 we were at. Yes. Oh no. The computer's doing funny things. Right, Illustrator. Because that's the correct software to be using for anything. Greetings. Hello, cat peasant. How are cat peasant things going? Are you successfully doing almost weekend things? Imagine things on your computer working as intended. I need to like hurry up and switch to Linux already. Ah yes. Images. There's a flaw in my plan. Working in the fields and rioting. That you know what? That actually, that doesn't sound too bad. I mean, like by working in the fields, do you mean like farm work type stuff where you're like you're running? Yeah, I don't know. He's a peasant, but he's also a cat. So, what do cat peasants do? But how does the peasant doesn't immediately mean a farmer? You can be a peasant and not a farmer. Wow, that's one whole entire. I was gonna say we're gonna take the holes out of the Bible, so it's no longer holy. Wow. I think Genesis 20, perhaps. Hold on. Oh yeah, we passed that. 20 something. 24. It looks like we finished. Yeah. It looks like 23 is the last annotated thing. So 24 question mark. I'm just fixing the family tree because I cleaned up my desktop, which had the images on it. And
I'm just fixing my own incompetence.
Yeah, should also turn my
amazing. So basically what happens. Apparently, K9's. No wait, K9. No wait, whose wife? Who was Sarah again? Hold on, we need a recap. Wait,
That was Abrams.
It's fine. I don't.
Abrahams.
Oh wait. How do I? I want to open this with Chrome this time for once.
Yeah, let me do screen share.
Open with Chrome. Okay, so we're talking about the wife Sarah. So yeah, that's Abraham. Okay, so Abraham's wife apparently died at some point, and now he's talking with the locals, and he wants a place to bury her, a cave, and where he can also be buried later. And they're like, okay, yeah, here, you can have this for free. And he was like, nah, I'm gonna pay you. And they're like, nah, you can have it for free. And then he's like, no, I insist.
Argument, yeah.
And then they're like, no, we insist. And then he's like, no, I insist. And then they accept. I believe that's roughly what it was. Yeah, 400 shekels of silver of the approved public currency.
That's I do like how they specified that. That's always good.
Yeah. So then he buried his wife, and then
before we begin, I'm gonna go grab a thing.
Yes.
I'll return shortly. Don't mind my absence.
Call.
Just entertain the crowd.
Which crowd? Grease a crowd or something like that. Saying, how many are there right now of you? Are you a crowd yet? What the f am I?
Okay, I returned. I'm totally not pouring myself alcohol. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
It's not like I have. It's not like I don't have the patience for this or anything.
To be readable, let's put it like this. All right. Genesis 24. Have we been here? Just.
I believe no. I don't think. Well, there's no annotations on it, so I can't quite remember.
Look at this. Look at this. If we would have been here, this.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You would have rubbed your ballsack all over that.
You know what? We should just start putting an annotation. We stopped here. That would be smart, right?
Are you trying to tell us it took us 3 weeks to figure that out?
No, never. Oh,
don't we have like a combined IQ of like Albert Einstein at this point?
You just insulted yourself so hard, dude. I don't know if you were around, but I did some IQ tests online, and one of them came to the conclusion that I literally have the IQ of Einstein, and I'm not kidding. So if we have a combined IQ...
Well, the fact that you did online IQ tests suggests the exact opposite.
Well, I didn't do them to find out my IQ, I did them as a meme, so... Nope, I'm clearly superior.
You absolute fucking meme.
Hey.
Wait. Before we do, I need to establish something with Cat Peasant. We've established he's a cat food farmer. Why is he rioting?
Because he played too much League of Legends.
You know what? I'll accept that answer. That is actually a perfectly reasonable answer, and I do condemn your soul to the depths of hell. Thank you very much. And as someone who read a good chunk of the Bible, I feel authorized to do this.
You have religion privilege now. I mean, in a way, we are a lot closer to God than many Catholics are nowadays.
Oh yeah. I'm like so close. I'm so close to God. I can almost give him a prostate exam.
I give
hopefully after this session.
I give God a prostate exam regularly. What do you mean?
Hopefully after this session, I'll be at least 2 fingers deep.
Genesis 24.
I think Cat Peasant has an anger management issue problem.
I mean, would you if you were a cat and a peasant at the same time?
You know
also,
what? Yeah,
I think you shared the wrong thing again because I
just purposely shared my actual Illustrator instead of my screen so that it's gonna spaz out and control it for extra image.
Okay.
Because Illustrator is modular and sharing screens. It does funny things.
I know we figured that out when you were trying to do something for me. Now Abraham was old and of many days. Days, not years or months. of many days.
Nah, just days.
And the Lord had blessed him in all things.
Does that mean does that mean he has a very large penis? Is that confirmed now?
I don't know, but how do you bless someone in a thing?
Yes.
And he said to the elder servant of his house, who was in charge of all that he had, "Place your hand under my thigh." Okay, I think Teras is done for today. I'll do the rest by myself. So Abraham is old and he's telling the person who's in charge, the servant, "Put your hand under my thigh, so grab my ass."
Yeah, it'll literally touch me up.
Like, no, wait, thigh, under thigh. I don't know. That would be more like knee area, right?
All we know is he's touching him inappropriately.
You don't know if it's inappropriately, and I think back then there was no inappropriately.
Sinner.
They inebriated their daddy. "So that I may make you swear by the Lord, the sky of heaven and earth, that you will not take a wife for my son from the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I live." Wait, what? "Swear to me that you will not take a wife for my son from the..." Oh, so basically, make sure that my sons don't marry a Canaanite. Canine.
Wow, now they're being racist.
True.
Yeah, that's literally racism.
Yeah, feel free to put a comment there. That's, yeah. Also, thank you for the 1 bit, sir. I mean, this entire thing is one giant bit, to be honest. "But that you will proceed to my land and kindred, and from there take a wife for my son Isaac." Son Isaac? Okay, and Ishmael, just go fuck yourself. You don't deserve a wife or what? The servant responded, "If the woman is not willing to come with me into this land, must I lead your son back to the place from which you departed?" Wait, so if she refuses to come with us, then I have to bring your son back to her? Question mark.
I mean, there is a question mark.
Yeah, he's. I think the servant is asking, if the woman is refusing to marry your son, do I have to bring your son to her? I think that's what they're trying to say.
I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, and Abraham said, "Beware that you never lead my son back to that place. The Lord Skytis of heaven..." Oh, hey, he leveled up again. Now he's Lord Skytis of heaven. "Who took me from my daddy's house and from the land of my nativity. Who spoke to me and swore to me, saying, 'To your offspring I will give this land. Himself will send his angel for you, and you will take from there a wife for my son.'" What? So Skytis said, Skytis swore that his offspring will rule this land, and if the servant doesn't fulfill that prophecy, so to speak, then Skytis will send an angel, and he will take from there a wife for my... So basically, he will send an angel to threaten you.
Wow.
This is like
what are
the mafia guys called that you send to someone when they're not paying to break their legs?
Fuck yeah, they have a name. Do you do have like a specific name? Hey, fuck.
What are they called?
Something like that. I mean, I guess you could call it like a debt collector.
Well, I guess...
Mafia debt collector slang. Un momento, por favor.
"But if the woman is not willing to follow you, you will not be held by the oath." So basically, if the woman doesn't want to come with you, you don't have to bring her. So basically, you lead my son there, or Skytus will send his guys to beat the fuck out of you. But if she refuses, then you're all good. Only do not lead my son back to that place. So yeah, if she doesn't want, then yeah, whatever, it's fine. Just make sure he doesn't go to the land of the inferior race. But it's fine if he takes a wife from there, just, you know.
Wow.
It's interesting kind of racism, you know. Usually it's like, okay, well, that race is inferior, I don't want anything to do with them. Especially not, like, multiply with them, so... And now it's like, okay, bring a wife from there, but oh god, don't let my son step onto that. Ugh, they are all... What?
That is...
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Therefore the servant placed his hand under the thigh of Abraham, his lord, and he swore to him on his word.
Are they just like standing, facing each other, and the servants are just sitting there like reaching up down a bit, like just feeling his fire, like yes, yes, this is what I do.
I don't know. And he took 10 camels from his lord's herd, and he went forth, carrying with him things from all of his goods. Things from all of his goods.
That's a weird way of phrasing, like...
You know, you could just say carried goods, but sure.
Yeah.
And he set out and continued on to the city of Nagor in Mesopotato land.
Mesopotamia.
Mesopotato, that's what I said. And when he had made the camels lie down outside of town, near a well of water. Well, what else would there be a well of? In the evening, at the time when the women are accustomed to go out to draw water, he said, O Lord, the Skytus of my lord Abraham, meet with me today, I beg you, and show mercy to my lord Abraham. So now Skytus is no longer Lord, now Lord is the Skytus. What? What? What does this even mean? I'm sure somebody's gonna acknowledge what you did there. Not me, though. Behold, I stand near the fountain of water, and the daughters of the inhabitants of the city will go forth to draw water. Damn, bro, did you figure that all out all by yourself? Are you okay?
It's almost as if the Bible just gets dumber the further down you go.
Well, I mean, realistically, who's gonna read this far? So might as well just put whatever. Therefore, the girl to whom I will say, tip your pitcher so that I may drink, and she will respond, drink. In fact, I will give your camels a drink also. The same one is she whom you have prepared for your servant Isaac. And by this I will understand that you have shown mercy to my lord. Okay, so basically the servant is asking for mercy to Abraham in the form of sending a wife. And the wife will be identified by saying, and this is going to be important, we're going to have to remember, she has to say, tip your pitcher so that I may drink. Drink. In fact, I will give your camels a drink also.
Wow,
she will have to say this.
Is this like one of those password things where you
basically
walk up to like a guy in a bar and goes like, yes, the weather's warm in summer, and then he answers something really dodgy that doesn't actually make sense.
Yeah, or the guy. Or if you just take a different approach, like from a different perspective, the servant just can't be fucking asked, or is too socially awkward, which is more likely, to actually speak to a girl. So he's just like, okay, yeah, Skytus, you'll figure this out. Just send someone my way, and then if she approaches me and says these very specific things, then it's all good. But he's too awkward to actually talk to one of them.
Brilliant.
And if no girl approaches him and says this, then he can just be like, well, Skytus didn't send anyone, not my fault. You know, this way you don't have to take the initiative and you don't have to worry. So that's pretty genius. But he had not yet completed these words within himself when, behold, Rebekah went out, the daughter of Bethuel, son of Milcah, the wife of Nagor, the brother of Abraham,
what?
having a pitcher on her shoulder. Oh Okay, wait, so who was it again? Rebecca. Rebecca there. Bethuel, Rebecca. Okay, so we're trying to find a wife for Isaac. So Isaac is the same generation as Bethuel, so it's like his what would that be? Second degree niece or something like that?
That sounds about right.
I don't know
It sounds right, but it's well, is it? Is it right?
I don't know how the degrees and all of that work, but something like that. It's
it's Haran's.
Wait, so hold on. So Nagor is his uncle. So Bethuel is his cousin. So Bethuel is Isaac's cousin. So what is your cousin's child to you? Worthless, I know, but that's not what I asked. Which is fuck tonight.
Actually, that's actually a really. Let's Google it. Let's Google it. My cousin's daughter is
before you find a TIFU Reddit thread, I accidentally fucked my cousin's daughter or something like that. Also, hello, Mr. Bird. As long as it is family, it's wedding material. Yeah, the Bible summed up in about one sentence. It stays in the family. So either way, whatever she is to him, apparently according to Skype's decided that Isaac is gonna marry his cousin's daughter. I mean, hey, that's a pretty big win for him. She's probably quite a lot younger.
Apparently, it's a once removed cousin. She's your once removed cousin. That's the actual proper relationship status.
Sure, why not? Okay, so basically, his once removed cousin approached. She was an exceedingly elegant girl and a most beautiful virgin and unknown by man.
Wait.
Okay, so exceedingly elegant?
Does that mean that Rebecca with a K and an H so that's a woman, but she's named, and so yeah, that's a new.
She's a VIP. Don't question it. just put like in brackets F for female, just so people actually know that she is in fact female.
Yeah, I'll put WIP so it's work in progress.
I would mean, yeah, sure.
It's better.
I mean, I wouldn't call her work in progress. She's virgin, so there's no progress yet.
Family's wedding material.
And unknown by what does unknown by man mean? So, like, she doesn't, like, men don't know that she exists. She was just like quietly birthed and then just whatever.
I think it means that she's not only a virgin sexually, but she's also a virgin when it comes to just interacting with people. So, like, she didn't have a boyfriend or anything. She just purely existed sort of in her family's house and never left. Just been tied to a fucking bedpost in the basement permanently.
Wait. We're not talking about the binding of Rebecca here. What do you mean? And she descended to the spring, and she filled her pitcher, and then was returning. And the servant ran to meet her and said, "Provide me with a little water to drink from your pitcher." And she responded, "Drink, my lord." She will respond this. Okay. "Drink, my lord." And she quickly brought down the pitcher on her arm, and she gave him a drink. After he drank, she added, "In fact, I will draw water for your camels also, until they all drink." I mean, that's not exactly what she responded, but it's pretty close. I guess we'll let that slide. Probably already forgot.
Maybe she didn't get the memo. You never know.
Maybe she's just improv. She's like, oh fuck, I forgot my exact line. It was something about water and camels. So even the servant is still her lord. Don't question.
Just gets a watering can and starts watering the camels.
And pouring out the pitcher into the troughs, she ran back to the well to draw water. And having drawn, she gave it to all the camels. But he was contemplating her silently, wanting to know whether the Lord had caused his journey to prosper or not. That was very specific what you asked for, so like, clearly. Why are you doubting?
Oh, yeah.
Then, after the camels drank, the man took out gold earrings, weighing 2 shekels, and the same number of bracelets, 10 shekels in weight. And he said to her, "Whose daughter are you? Tell me, is there any place in your daddy's house to lodge?" Why did he take out the jewelry? It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm fucking rich. Can I?
Literally just a flex.
No, I think he's more like,
just
look
coughs,
at
like,
just low key.
I dropped my 24 karat gold crown.
No, I think it's.
Oh no.
No, I think it's more like, where did these earrings come from? You got anywhere where I could spend the night? Wink, wink.
Oh no, I dropped my Magnum condom for my Magnum dog.
She responded, "I am the daughter of Bethuel, the son of Milcah, to whom she gave birth for Nagor." And she continued saying, "There is very much straw and hay with us, and a spacious place to stay." Man bowed himself down, and he adored the Lord, saying, "Blessed be the Lord, the guidance of my Lord Abraham, who has not taken away his mercy and truth from my Lord, and who has led me on a direct journey to the house of the brother of my Lord." And so the girl ran, and she reported all that she had heard in the house of her mother. Now Rebekah had a brother named Laban. Is that already? Rebekah had a brother. Sorry, you have actual work to do. Stop slacking.
Right. Oh,
is Milcah missing in the family tree? No, I think we have.
I enjoy. Anyway, what? Who's
Milcah?
missing where?
Yeah, Milcah is Nagor's wife. We are missing Laban, who is Rebekah's brother.
No, we have wife Milcah. Yeah, we got Milcah.
But we need Laban, who is the son of Bethuel. So next to Rebekah.
Bethuel, next to Rebekah.
Yeah.
Where name? Laban.
Laban. Because you got Ban.
Elban.
El Baño. Which is Spanish for the bathroom. Who went out quickly to the man where the spring was. And when he had seen the earrings and the bracelets in his sister's hands, and he had heard all the words being repeated, "This is what the man spoke to me." He came to the man who stood by the camels and near the spring of water. And he said to him, "Enter, O blessed of the Lord. Why do you stand outside? I have prepared the house and a place for the camels." And he brought him into...
How did they know they were blessed?
And he brought him into his guest quarters. And he unharnessed the camels. And he distributed straw and hay and water to wash his feet, and that of the man who arrived with him. And bread was set out of his sight. Yeah, that's great writing. That's what they teach you in school. Whenever you try to chain like events together, just always connect them with "and." Always the same word. Amazing writing right there. And bread was set out in his sight. But he said, "I will not eat until I have spoken my words." He answered him, "Speak." Then he said, "I am the servant of Abraham. And the Lord has blessed my Lord greatly, and he has become great." Damn, he has become great. That's what is that
again?
What does that even mean? How do you become great? What does that constitute? Collection of unicorns is called a blessing. And if you throw a blanket over them, is that a blessing in disguise? And he has given him sheep and oxen, silver and gold, manservants and womanservants, camels and donkeys. And Sarah, the wife of my Lord, has given birth to a son for my Lord in her old age, and he has given him all that he had. And my lord made me swear, saying, you shall not take a wife for my son from the Canaanites, in whose land I dwell. But you shall travel to my daddy's house, and you shall take a wife of my own kindred for my son. But truly I answered my lord, what if the woman is not willing to come with me? The Lord, he said, in whose sight I walk, will send his angel with you, and he will direct your way. That's still a threat, or is that actually assistance now? And you shall
threat and a promise.
And you shall take a wife for my son from my own kindred and from my daddy's house. But you will be innocent of my curse if, when you will arrive at my close relatives, they will not grant this to you. And so, today I arrived at the well of water, and I said, O Lord, the sky is of my lord Abraham, if you have directed me this way, in which now I walk. Behold, I stand next to the well of water, and the virgin who will go forth to draw water will hear from me, give me a little water to drink from your pitcher. And she will say to me, you drink, and I will also draw for your camels. And there's a fly on my screen. Go away.
Wow, that's fucking... You should charge it money for being there.
Let the same...
Invoice it.
Let the same be the woman whom the Lord has prepared for the son of my Lord. And while I thought over these things silently within myself, Rebekah appeared, arriving with a pitcher which she carried on her shoulder. And she descended to the spring and drew water. And I said to her, give me a little to drink. I just want to point out, this is so much petty. Why not just
changing it?
Why is it not just, and he told what had just happened to him? No, we gotta retell everything, word for word. This is needed.
To be fair, when you started reading this bit, I thought you just scrolled back and read what you previously read.
No, this is for the immersion. Great equals big family. That makes sense, yeah. And she quickly let down the pitcher from her arm and said to me, you drink, and to your camels I will also distribute drinking water. That's not technically what she said, but sure. I drank, and she watered the camels. she just gets a gardening hose. Here, I will water your camels so they grow. I'm just
make sure to replant into a bigger pot.
I'm just picturing her being like that Indian. I think it's Indian woman in the video / GIF where she just washes off a laptop and hangs it up for drying. Just watering your camels. Amazing. Gotta fill those pages somehow. They're even padding the padding of the text. It's ridiculous.
The Bible has more filler than Naruto.
No, the Bible is filler. And I questioned her, saying, whose daughter are you? Or in other words, who's your daddy? And she responded, I am the daughter of Bethuel, the son of Nagor, whom Milcah bore to him. And so I hung the earrings on her to adorn her face, and I put the bracelets on her hands. And failing prostrate. I was and failing the prostate exam, I adored the Lord. Blessing the Lord. And I just want to point out. And falling prostate, I adored the Lord. Blessing the Lord. The guidance of my Lord Abraham, who has led me along the straight path so as to take the daughter of my Lord's brother to his son.
Hey, I'm going to do another final reply, so you're going to love it.
I am worried.
Oh, good. Let's go wait till my thing fixes now.
For this reason, if you would act according to mercy and truth with my Lord, tell me so. But if it pleases you otherwise, say that to me also, so that I may go either to the right or to the left. And Laban and Bethuel responded, I guess both simultaneously. A word has proceeded from the Lord. We are not able to speak anything else to you, beyond what pleases him. I think a flashlight would please him. Oh, now you broke the document. Oh, no, there we go, okay.
It has been fixed.
Lo, Rebekah is in your sight. Take her and continue on, and let her be the wife of the son of your of your lard, just as the lard has spoken. Are you okay? Replace low with yo.
Lard.
I like the low because it's a Diablo 2 rune as well. So I just always think that they're talking about the Diablo 2 rune. When Abraham's servant had heard this, falling to the ground, he adored the lard. And bringing forth vessels of silver and gold, as well as garments, he gave them to Rebekah as a tribute. Likewise, he offered gifts to her brothers and her mother. Oh, brothers. Okay. Rebekah has brothers. So there's at least one more. So 1 plus brother. One plus male. Oh, wait, it's better. So one plus son. That much we know now.
Wait.
No, we don't know if it's daughters. So
that's more kids.
No, more sons. We don't know if it's... We can change it later, but for now, we only know that there's at least one more son. And a banquet. Wait, how do you pronounce that? A banquet?
Banquet. Yep.
Banquet? Wait, but I'm not quitting.
Banquet.
And a banquet began. And they feasted and drank together, and they lodged there. And rising up in the morning, the servant said, "Release me, so that I may go to my lard." I'm just imagining him waking up in the morning and he's just tied down and he just starts singing "Release Me." Or whatever the song is called. You know what I'm talking about, I'm sure.
This is absolutely brilliant.
And her brothers and mother responded, I guess all at the same time, "Let the girl remain for at least 10 days with us, and after that, she will continue on. Do not be willing," he said, "to delay me, for the Lord has directed my way. Release me, so that I may journey to my Lord." And they said, "Let us call the girl and ask her will." Oh, this is progressive.
Oh.
She literally is...
So she's not just an object?
No, no. She is not an object. She's allowed to object.
She can object to her lord.
He went from object to objection privilege. And when, having been called, she arrived, they wanted to know, "Will you go with this man?" And she said, "I will go." Therefore, they released her and her nurse and the servant of Abraham and his companions, wishing prosperity for their sister by saying, "You are our sister. May you increase to thousands of thousands, and may your offspring possess the gates of their enemies." And so, Rebekah and her maids, riding upon camels, followed the man, who quickly returned to his lard. Hey, you don't know that. If you just have one child, and then that child has 100 children, then you are not the slut. So...
I like to err on that side of caution.
Also, are you a slut if you have like 20 children from the same person? Isn't slut if you have
yes.
a lot of different?
No, that's a whore. There's a difference.
Okay, elaborate. I've got plenty of time.
Whore is just anyone, anywhere, anything.
I was kind of hoping you would be like, "Well, you see, a whore is well my mother. It's a slut, however."
Oh, yeah, I wish I was that clever.
Then, at the same time... Okay, so at the same time as they were following him, the girls, then at the same time, Isaac was walking along the way that leads to the well, whose name is "Of one who lives and one who sees. For he dwelt in the southern land." Once again,
why southern?
For he dwelt. That's
why not eastern?
It's supposed to be like, "And he dwelt in the southern land," but for he is like, is there a causal correlation between those? Because that's what this would imply. Once again, just shitty writing. I thought a whore
Why
is
is there,
getting paid while a slut.
why is there a thing and then a space?
What? No, the quote ends here, and then it's
I know.
that's the name.
That's not a quote though. That's not how you quote.
Okay, no. So this is how it works. Whose name is this? Is the name, and then the sentence ends, and then there's another sentence, which is this.
Yeah, I didn't actually realize it began somewhere. I just thought like they just kind of fit whimsical.
It is kind of weird. You know what? We're gonna just improve readability by literally doing this. Boom. So the whore is getting paid while the slut isn't. I don't know. Ask your mom.
Isn't that literally? Isn't that kind of? No. Okay, well, once again, let's Google settle this. It's slut versus whore. Let's figure this out, right? There you go.
Damn it! I thought you were going to say I'm going to let this slide, to which I would have responded, yeah, that's what the sluts do as well. And he had gone out to meditate in the field, as daylight was now declining. And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw camels advancing from afar. Likewise, Rebecca, having seen Isaac, descended from the camel. And she said to the servant, "Who is that man who advances to meet us through the field?" And he said to her, "That is my lord." And so, quickly taking up her cloak, she covered herself. What is this, like the Harry Potter
invisibility? I've got the answer.
Okay.
Whore is just a slang for a prostitute, and a slut is just someone who has many sexual partners.
So literally what Mr. Burns said.
Apparently so.
The difference is literally just payment.
Or amount of partners. Technically, it would be a whore with one customer.
Yeah.
Doesn't make you a slut.
True. Rebecca descended from the camel.
Did the cow just eject her like a cannon?
Rebecca, daughter of camel, daughter of...
I'd like to think she made the same kind of sound like a spud gun makes when you fire it.
Okay, so basically she sees Isaac and then she covers herself with the Harry Potter invisibility cloak. Then the servant explained to Isaac all that he had done. And what did he do? So, I already forgot. Could you please, word for word, explain once again what he had done and what he had said to everyone? Like, why are you cheaping out here? I want to know.
Yeah, for the amount of for the amount of filler they have, they could have just re-mentioned it so we all knew what we're talking about.
At least go all in. And he led her into the tent of Sarah, his mother? There's a comma missing, isn't it? Wait, yeah, Sarah is Isaac. Yeah, Sarah, his mother. Wait, so the servant led Rebecca into tent of Isaac's mom, and I guess Isaac accepted her as a wife.
Wasn't Sarah dead? Wasn't that what the whole land cake?
Yeah, but it's the tent of Sarah. It's still the tent where she used to be in, which is, I guess, maybe Isaac isn't old enough, so he still lives at his mother's place, basically. And he accepted her as wife.
In his tent's basement.
And he loved her so very much that it tempered the sorrow which befell him at his mother's death. There you go. She's definitely dead.
Understandable.
In truth, Abraham took another wife, named Keturah. No. Wait, can I also put a comment here now?
You can reply to mine or add another one.
Anonymous for... There you go. You got work to do.
Yeah, I'm literally on it.
Isaac and Rebecca. That's yeah, but you have work to do.
Okay, yeah, what we got?
Isaac and Rebecca
Isaac
lived
and
on a hill
Isaac.
in a small house. Isaac kept to himself, while Rebecca had many sons and daughters.
Ooh. And pointing there, and like this point.
You know, you could just move the text, but
Nah, fuck that. Okay, what we got here?
Keturah. No, wait. No, wait. Hold on. No, wait. I just realized that nope. I lied. No, is this no, wait. Abraham took it. Wait. I'm so confused. Why are we back at Abraham now? Okay. Yeah. Abraham took another wife. Yeah. So just put the next wife all the way to the left.
Wait.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so Abraham. So yeah, my bad. Abraham had another wife. What? No, but you gotta put her elsewhere so people know that the children are from a different wife.
It's fine. What about it? I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Like Keturah.
And she bore to him Zimran. And Jokshan, and Medan, and Median, and Ishbak, and Shua, and Feng Shui, and your mom, and what the fuck are these names?
So we got more kids from Abram.
Yeah, but this time from the new wife.
Okay, let me just move this up a bit.
So
right. So how many kids we got?
Now the important question. I just realized something. The assorted nations were only foretold by Skytus, right? So we don't know if the assorted nations are from one or the other wife, or maybe both. So
Brilliant.
Maybe make it like in a gradient color, or like alternating with each character, the two colors.
Isn't that what a pride flag is for or something?
So you need 6 offspring, and well, I would be proud if I was the daddy of assorted nations.
One whole entire assorted nation. So we got Zimran. That's not a Z. Zimran. He ran very fast. We got Jokshan. We got Medan. I think I should order some Chinese. Median.
AKA budget Medan.
Ishbak. And sure.
I know exactly how that name came to be. Oh, you had another son. What do you want to? What should we name him? Oh, she's just telling him to just go away because she's weak, and she's just like, oh, sure. And then, oh, okay, sure, got it.
Okay, brilliant. Yep.
Likewise, Jokshan conceived Sheba. Wait, another Sheba, and the Dan. The one and only Dan.
One whole entire Dan.
The Dan of evil.
Sheba. Yeah, it's Sheba.
You know, you really should switch the capture.
That's what it is.
dare I say. So those were Jokshan. And then...
What the fuck have I done? No, that's not.
And then Dudan had sons as well?
No. Who had sons? Dudan. No, that guy.
The sons of Dudan were Ashurim, Letushim, and Lumim.
What the fuck are those names?
Those are all diseases.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Oh no, wait. Ashurim. You know, as in assure him. Let us him. I don't know what that means. And I don't know.
What
no, it's an M, not an N. Let us him. And truly, from Midian was born Ephah and Epher and Hanok and Abida and Elda. All these were the sons of Keturah. Wait, whoa. Hold on, zoom out a bit. Wait, remind me who Keturah is? Excuse me?
Who?
It's Abraham's wife. So Midian and Abraham's wife. So all of these. Does this mean all of these? I guess, right? So like all of these are the sons of Keturah. So
wait.
Oh, he finally realized. Yes. Good that you're waking up, Teras. Good morning. Yes, that means exactly that.
Wait.
They all had some fun with their mommy and their grandma. Predictable.
I don't know what else you expected. Right.
Maybe just put like a sign, like some special character that indicates that she is the mother of someone, and then add that to all of the names.
Sure.
That is very misleading.
Hey, the important thing is that we know what we're doing. Oh my god.
No, this is gonna be the educational material for years to come. How do you expect the new generation of kids to understand religion?
I don't think we're helping.
This is literally gonna be sold as like school material.
Oh, wait, we gotta try and find something.
But you still have more sons to do. You know, just like Keturah did.
Okay, right, yeah. Who had more sons where?
25-4. And truly from Midian. So Midian, not Midian.
Midian, that guy, yeah.
Was born Ephah and Epher and Hanok and Abida and Elda.
Ha. And Epher. They're not very creative with the names, were they?
Epher? But I hardly know her. Didn't we also have a... I don't know, Hanok seems a little familiar.
Yeah, we probably like 7 of them at this point.
Oh, we didn't have Hanok before. But we definitely had Sheba, right? Yeah, wait, whoa, hold on. We had
Maybe.
2 Shebas. So this is literally Sheba 3.0.
Which Sheba?
This Sheba. This one.
Top Sheba.
Yeah. Literally 3.0. So yeah, all these. So Literally all the sons to the left that you just made, all of them, all the sons of Abraham and their offspring were the sons of Keturah, so Abraham's wife.
Brilliant.
Literally all of them. Just draw like a circle around them, and just title the circle.
Yeah.
Sons.
Wait. I'll leave this like this for now, but I'm gonna look for something a bit easier to make this with, and then I'll remake this in the other thing.
Or can you just hand draw? Just hand draw some kind of shape around it, and then just put a text on the shape that's like son of Keturah. There's gotta be a free draw. What? To the left below that, yeah, below it. No, that's curvature. Wait, no, below that? There was a pencil.
That's fine. Around 2? Around, like, all of them, pretty much.
Yeah. Not the Assaulted Nations, but everyone else.
Can you not be filled in green, thanks.
Maybe make the outline a little thicker, so a little more noticeable.
I'm literally able to remake this in something different. So
and then just put like sons of Keturah. Maybe just put in brackets. Yes, that means what you think it means.
There you go.
And Abraham gave everything that he possessed to Isaac. Wow.
Rude.
Wow. Fuck all of my other sons. You're worthless. But to the sons of the concubines, he gave generous gifts.
Wow. Rude. How generous are we talking?
Hold on, I'm putting it in a comment right now. Not generous at all, basically. There's literally nothing to give.
Okay, I found a program to make more useful things with.
Okay.
And
he separated them from his son Isaac while he still lived towards the eastern region. So he's basically like, okay, now fuck off, leave my son alone. Now the days of Abraham's life were 175 years, and declining, he died in a good old age, at an advanced stage of life, and full of days.
Who died?
Abraham. Abraham was 175.
175. Ooh. That's an old age for these days, eh?
An Xbox instead of a Switch. Well, if it's instead of a network switch. And he was gathered to his people. What? So he died, he fell apart, and then they gathered all the pieces together and showed them to his people?
Brilliant.
how does that work?
I love
and
it.
His sons, Isaac and Ishmael, buried him in the double cave, which was situated in the field of Ephron, of the son of Zohar, the Hittite, across the region of the Mamre, which he had bought from the sons of Heth. There he was buried with his wife Sarah. And after his passing, Skytus blessed his son Isaac, who lived near the well, named of the one who lives and who sees. Yeah, we had that well before. Finally, he stopped fucking people.
Brilliant.
Don't worry, his son will take over.
I'm sure you will.
I mean, he already fucked every male in his, like... Well, I don't know if fucked is the right word, but he certainly took away a snack from them. There are the generations of Ishmael, the son of Abraham, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's servant, bore to him. Okay, wait, so Ishmael has sons, together with Hagar. Do we have those already? Where's Ishmael? No, we don't have any sons yet. Okay, so, wait, and who was Hagar the... Was she mentioned before? Oh, she's not shown. Okay, new law drop.
Oh no.
So, oh, wait, these are the generations. Wait, which ones? These are the generations of Ishmael, the son of Abraham, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's servant, bore for him. So, somebody is the son of Ishmael and Hagar.
Somebody. Oh,
Yeah,
somebody,
these are the generations. I don't know who these is, because... And his sons, Isaac and Ishmael, buried him with his wife, and then Skytus blessed Isaac near the well. These are the generations. So the blessing of Skytus is what
Done.
Hagar and Ishmael just...
Done.
Nice.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go back to remaking the thing.
Don't. Sure. These will follow later on. Yeah, I guess, but still, that's just so terrible.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
And these are the names of his sons according to their language and generations. The firstborn of Ishmael was Nebaioth, then Kedar, then Adbeel, then and Mibsam. Likewise Mishma and Duma and Massa, Hadad and Tema and Jetur and Naphish and Kedema. These are the sons of Ishmael. And these are their names throughout their fortresses and towns, the 12 princes of their tribes.
Skydus? Skydus?
Shut up! Yeah, what?
Do me a favor, just highlight it in like pink or something. I'm just remaking it using something that's kind of easier to use. So I'm
lazy fuck.
I'm remaking it so it's a lot more neat.
Yeah, I thought you wanted it to be bad.
It will still not be good, but it'll be a bit easier to like add things to and make it,
Okay.
expand it and stuff.
I'll just make sure you remove the highlighting later then when you're done.
Yeah, just highlight it or something, and I'll remove it and then add the thing.
And the years of the life of Ishmael that passed were 137. Okay, more highlighting.
Yes.
And declining, he died and was placed with his people. Now he had lived from Havilah as far as Shur, which overlooks Egypt, as it approaches the Assyrians. He passed away in the sight of all his brothers. Likewise, these are the generations of Isaac, the son of Abraham. Abraham conceived Isaac, who, when he was 40 years old, took Rebekah, the sister of Laban. Do we have that already? Or do we... Yeah, you had that already in yours, right? Yeah. Okay, where was I? The sister of Laban, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian, from Mesopotamia as a wife. And Isaac besieged the Lord on behalf of his wife because she was barren. And he heard him. And he gave conception to Rebekah. Wait, what just happened? Isaac besieged the Lord on behalf of his wife because she was barren. Oh, so basically, my wife can't have children, please fix. And then Skytus was like, okay, hocus pocus, you now have fetus.
Brilliant. My favorite.
But the little ones struggled in her womb. So she said, if it was to be so with me, what need was there to conceive? Wait, what? If it was to be so with me, what need was there to conceive? Oh, okay. So basically, why did we even have sex if I can't have children anyway? And she went to consult the Lord. And responding, he said, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples will be divided out of your womb, and 1 people will overcome the other people, and the elder will serve the younger. Okay, so I guess we get another Lord, or like a preview or whatever. Spoiler that she will have at least 2 sons. He was a barrel. No, you. Now the time had arrived to give birth. And behold, twins were discovered in her womb. He who departed first was red and entirely hairy like a pelt. And his name was called Esau. Esau? At once the other departed and he held his brother's foot in his hand. And because of this, he was called Jacob.
It's an interesting reason to name someone.
Okay, well, those are more sons. Isaac was 60 years old when the little ones were born to him. And as adults, Esau became a knowledgeable hunter and a man of agriculture. But Jacob, a simple man, dwelt in tents. Isaac was fond of Esau because he was fed from his hunting, and Rebekah loved Jacob. Then Jacob boiled a small meal. Esau, when he had arrived weary from the field, said to him, "Give me this red stew, for I am very tired." For this reason, his name was called Edom. Wait, who? So so Esau was hunting and then he came home and he tells his brother, "Yo, give me this, I'm hungry." And because of that, he's now called Edom. Jacob said to him, "Sell me your right of the firstborn." He answered, "Lo, I am dying. What will the right of the firstborn provide for me?" Jacob said, "So then, swear to me." Esau swore to him, and he sold his right of the firstborn.
Brilliant.
Imagine your brother just comes home and is hungry. You already made food, and he's like, "Yo, give me this," and you're like, "No, only if you give me the right of your firstborn." And he's like, "Well, I guess I'm sort of starving, so if I don't get this now, what use will my firstborn be to me? So yeah, have my firstborn, whatever." And so, taking bread and the fruit of lentils, he ate and he drank and he went away, giving little wage, having sold the right of the firstborn. Then, when a famine arose over the land, after the barrenness which happened in the days of Abraham, Isaac went to Abimelech, king of the Palestinians, in Gerar. Nice. I see you did some more work. And the Lord appeared to him, and he said, "Do not descend into Egypt, but rest in the land that I will tell you, and sojourn in it. And I will be with you, and I will bless you. For to you and your offspring I will give all these regions, completing the oath that I promised to Abraham your daddy." There's a comma missing.
I sneezed.
Yeah, that's what happens if you don't get circumcised.
Thanks, Rico.
"And I will multiply your offspring like the stars of heaven. And I will give to your posterity all these regions." Yeah, that's what you just said. "And in your offspring all the nations of the earth will be blessed." All of them?
Every single one.
"Because Abraham obeyed my voice, and kept my precepts and my commandments, and observed the ceremonies and the laws." And so Isaac remained in Gerar. And when he was questioned by the men of that place about his wife, he answered, "She is my sister."
Again.
Have you learned nothing from your daddy? Or whoever the fuck it was. I think it's his daddy, yeah. Oh, he was afraid to confuse her to be his maid, thinking that perhaps they would put him to death because of her beauty.
I've heard that one somewhere before.
Hey, you have a beautiful wife. Die!
It stabs him.
And when very many days had passed, and he had remained in the same place, Abimelech, the king of Palestinians, gazing through a window, saw him being playful with Rebekah, his wife. And summoning him, he said, "It is clear that she is your wife. Why did you..." I mean,
just repeating itself.
I mean, maybe she's his wife and his sister. That wouldn't be surprising in the Bible. So, "Why did you falsely claim her to be your sister?" He answered, "I was afraid lest I might die because of her." Vomiting. And Abimelech said, "Why have you burdened us? Someone from the people could have lain with your wife, and you would have brought a great sin upon us. And he instructed all the people, saying, whoever will touch the wife of this man will die a death. At least it's just one.
One whole entire death.
Then Isaac sowed the land that he... Then Isaac sowed in that land, and he found in that same year 100-fold. What? Yo, Teras, you know how English works, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, just scroll down and I highlighted it.
Where are we?
2612.
2612. Thanks. 26. There we go. Isaac sowed in that land, and he found in that same year 100-fold. Yeah, he's got 100 times the yield in that particular year, as compared to his previous years, I presume.
Oh, okay. So he didn't find a piece of paper that was folded 100 times. Okay, and he found 100 fold. It's just very weird, I guess. And the Lord blessed him, and the man was enriched. Yeah, duh. And he continued prospering as well as increasing. Like, he's just getting taller until he became very great. Okay, yeah.
I like the clarification. He's like at least 8 foot tall.
Hans was 100 times what he saw. Okay, yeah, thanks. Likewise, he had possessions of sheep and of herds, and a very large family. Because of this, the Palestinians envied him. So, at that time, they obstructed all the wells that the servants of his daddy Abraham had dug, filling them with soil. It reached a point where Abimelech himself said to Isaac, "Move away from us, for you have become very much more powerful than we." And departing, he then went towards the torrent of just look. You replaced Jira with this. I just like how fitting this is.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Again, he dug up other wells, which the servants of his daddy Abraham had dug, and which, after his death, the Philistines had formerly obstructed. And he called them by the same names that his daddy had called them before. And they dug in the torrent, and they found living water.
Oh, as opposed to dead water.
I put a fitting comment. There we go.
Good.
But in that place, also the shepherds of Gerar argued against the shepherds of Isaac by saying, "It is our water." For this reason, he called the name of the well, because of what happened, Calumny. Then they dug up yet another one. Another one.
And another one.
And over that one also they fought, and he called it Enmity. Advancing from there, he dug another well, over which they did not contend. And so he called its name Latitude, saying, "Now the Lord has expanded us and caused us to increase across the land."
Nice.
Then he ascended from that place into Beersheba, where the Lord appeared to him on the same night, saying, I am the Skytis of Abraham, I am the Skytis of Abraham, your daddy. Once again, they fucked this up. "Do not be afraid, for I am with you. I will bless you, and I will multiply your offspring because of my servant Abraham." Didn't he already... You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. And so he built an altar there, and he invoked the name of the Lord, and he stretched out his tent. And he instructed his servants
your tent.
to dig a well. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, stretch out the tent just to make room for... What? When Abimelech and Ahazaph, his friend, and Fickle, the leader of the military, had arrived from Gerar to that place, Isaac said to them, Why have you come to me, a man whom you hate, and whom you have expelled from among you? And they responded, we saw that the Lord is with you, and therefore we said, let there be an oath between us, and let us initiate a pact, so that you may not do us any kind of harm, just as we have touched nothing of yours, and have not caused any injury to you. But with peace we released you, augmented by the blessing of the Lord. No, cat peasant, they haven't touched yet, but they're about to touch something very important, I think.
Dock?
I have a question to you.
Yes.
How would you dock someone that's circumcised?
Do you want the long answer or the short answer?
You know what? I'll take the long answer.
Oh boy, I'll think about
Long answer for short foreskin.
Boy.
Okay, I'm listening.
Well, you see, if you try hard enough, there's a lot of things you can stretch.
I'm thinking of a very particular shock image right now, but I don't even want to say it because anyone that knows what I'm talking about will already know, I think. And anyone that doesn't know, I don't even want to give you the name, so I don't even tempt you to look it up. Do you know what I'm talking about? It would be quite an asshole move to tell people.
It would be hilarious.
Okay, you don't know what I'm talking about. Do you know that?
I actually don't.
Don't look it up, unless you're like. Well, I'll leave it up to you, but I'm just gonna say, don't do it. Therefore, he made them a feast, and after the food and drink, arising in the morning, they swore to one another.
Wow.
And Isaac sent them away peacefully to their own place. Then, behold, on the same day the servants of Isaac came, reporting to him about a well which they had dug, and saying, we have found water. Wow. Behold.
Yeah, that's a fucking behold moisture.
The servants arrived and said, we have found water. The rarest resource on earth.
It's like, hey, guess what?
Yeah, totally. And hey, guess what?
What?
It's living water.
Oh no. How do we kill it?
We stab it repeatedly. Therefore, he called it abundance. And the name of the city was established as Beersheba, even to the present day.
Oh, no.
In truth, at 40 years of age, Esau took wives, Judith, the daughter of Beeri, the Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon, of the same place.
Oh no.
Hold on. Highlighting, because law dropped. And they both offended the mind of Isaac and Rebekah. What does that even mean? They were so dumb that they took offense? Like, oh my god, you're so dumb you're offending my intellect?
Oh no, are they entitled?
You know what, this one, what color did we use for our best of?
Like darkish green.
Is there a copy format option?
Yeah.
I don't know which dark green. I want to be consistent. This one, okay.
Yeah, it should be like the second one.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Genesis 27. Now Isaac was old, and his eyes were cloudy, and so he was not able to see. And he called his elder son, Esau. He said to him, my son. And he responded, here I am. His daddy said to him, you see that I am old, and I do not know the day of my death. Take your weapons, the quiver and the bow, and go out. And when you have taken something by hunting, make from it a small meal for me, just as you know I like, and bring it so that I may eat and my soul may bless you before I die. And when Rebekah had heard this, and he had gone out into the field to fulfill his daddy's order, she said to her son Jacob, I heard your daddy speaking with your brother Esau and saying to him, bring to me from your hunting and make me foods so that I may eat and bless you in the sight of the Lord before I die. Therefore now, my son, agree to my counsel and go straight to the flock and bring me 2 of the best young goats so that from them I may make meat for your daddy, such as he willingly eats. Then, when you have brought these in and he has eaten, he may bless you before he dies. He answered her, you know that my brother...
What? Oh no.
He answered her, you know that my brother Esau is a hairy man, and I am small.
Ooh.
Okay, I think I found a new favorite verse.
That is fucking brilliant. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. That is absolutely fucking class.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, basically, okay, your dad is about to die. Bring me some goats so I can make him a final meal. Because he instructed your brother to bring him a meal. To which you respond, you know that my brother is hairy and I'm not, right?
That is absolutely brilliant.
If my daddy should lay hands on me and perceive it, I am afraid lest he think me willing to mock him, and I will bring a curse upon myself instead of a blessing. Wait, what? If my daddy should lay hands on me and perceive it, I am afraid lest he think me willing to mock him.
What?
So he's afraid that his daddy will lay hands on him, and for some reason his daddy will think that he's mocking him, and then he will get cursed instead of blessed. What the fuck? And his mother said to him, let this curse be upon me, my son. Yet listen to my voice and go directly to bring what I said. He went out and he brought, and he gave to his mother. She prepared the meats, just as she knew his daddy liked. And she clothed him with the very fine garments of Esau, which she had at home with her. If daddy figures out that he is not hairy. Oh, because he can't see. So I guess he went blind before he could see that one of his sons was... Okay, so is that a general Bible thing, or is that just Isaac in particular that's like, yo, if you're not hairy, you're not worthy? Or is that just in general? Like, do you have to be hairy as a man in B?
Yes. Does that make me more of a man since I got a beard? Question mark.
I mean, it just says hairy. It doesn't say where. It could be a bush as well, or whatever else.
Question mark.
And she encircled his hands with little pelts from the young goats, and she covered his bare neck. Oh, nice. So now he's becoming a real-life furry. And she gave him the small meal, and she handed him the bread that she had baked. When he had carried these in, he said, my daddy. And he answered, I'm listening. Who are you, my son? Imagine not even being able to recognize the voice, even though you're blind, which means your hearing is likely a lot better than the hearing of an average person.
Yes.
And Jacob said, I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done as you instructed me. Arise, sit, and eat from my hunting, so that your soul may bless me. I think his father confused him for his brother. Yeah, now it makes sense, though. I didn't even know that was the plan, that they were just trying to trick him. I thought the plan was just that his mom said, make him a meal and just bring it to him, and then he'll be like, oh, hey, thanks for the meal. But I didn't know that they were just trying to trick him into thinking that Jacob is Esau. Now it all makes sense, yeah.
It's not a very clear Bible, is it?
And again, Isaac said to his son, "How were you able to find it so quickly, my son?" He answered, "It was the will of Skytus, so that what I sought met with me quickly." And Isaac said, "Come here, so that I may touch you, my son, and may prove whether you are my son Esau or not." He approached his daddy, and when he had felt him, Isaac said, "The voice indeed is the voice of Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau."
Wow.
And he did not recognize him, because his hairy hands made him seem similar to the elder one. Therefore, blessing him, he said, "Are you my son Esau?" He answered, "I am." Then he said, "Bring me the fruits from your hunting, my son, so that my soul may bless you." And when he had eaten what was offered, he also brought forth wine for him. And after he finished it, he said to him, "Come to me and give me a kiss, my son." Let me guess. He didn't cover his mouth with hair, and now he just gets exposed.
Scam.
He approached and kissed him, and immediately he perceived the fragrance of his garments. And so, blessing him, he said, "Behold, the smell of my son is like the smell of a plentiful field, which the Lord has blessed." Is that an insult or a compliment?
I can't tell at this point, to be fair.
Probably because of the right of the firstborn? Wait. What's because of the right of the firstborn? I'm confused.
Yes.
I know that Esau promises firstborn to Jacob, but what does that have to do with anything here right now? I don't get it.
Yes.
May Skytus give to you from the dew of heaven and from the fatness of the earth an abundance of grain and wine. And may the peoples serve you, and may the tribes reverence you. May you be the lord of your brothers, and may your mother's sons bow down before you. Whoever curses you, may he be cursed, and whoever blesses you, may he be filled with blessings. So, like a piñata?
Nice.
And I also just want to point out, whoever curses you, may he be cursed. Does that mean if you're female and you curse him, you just turn male? Or does that mean that females are just not capable of cursing?
I wish I could answer.
Scarcely had Isaac completed his words, and Jacob departed when Esau arrived. And he brought his daddy foods cooked from his hunting, saying, "Arise, my daddy, and eat from your son's hunting, so that your soul may bless me." Why did he use the exact same words? Cursing is like voting. Well, I mean, they've already made a lot of progress. I mean, women, at least one woman earned the right to object, so... And Isaac said to him,
one whole objection.
"A whole objection? What kind of whole is she allowed to object to?"
Yes.
And Isaac said to him, "But who are you?" And he answered, "I am your firstborn son, Esau." Isaac became frightened and very astonished. And wondering beyond what can be believed, he said, "Then who is he that a while ago brought me the prey from his hunting, from which I ate before you arrived? And I blessed him, and he will be blessed." Esau, having heard his daddy's words, roared out with a great outcry, and, being confounded, he said, "But bless me also, my daddy." And he said, "Your twin came deceitfully, and he received your blessing." No, she had the right to say yes. No, she had the right to say no, really explicitly. But he responded, "Justly is his name called Jacob, for he has supplanted me yet another time. My birthright he took away before, and now the second time he has stolen my blessing." And again he said to his daddy, "Have you not reserved a blessing for me also?" Isaac answered, "I have appointed him as your lord, and I have subjugated all his brothers as his servants. I have reinforced him with grain and wine, and after this, my son, what more shall I do for you?" And Esau said to him, "Have you only one blessing, daddy? I beg you, bless me also."
Is there like some sort of rules on these blessings, or?
I mean, he's an old man. He needs a little time to recover his blessings, you know?
No, is it like is it just like a thing that you have to like replenish?
Yeah, it's called the refractory period.
Understandable.
And when he wept with a loud wail, Isaac was moved, and he said to him, "In the fatness of the earth, and in the dew of heaven from above, will your blessing be. You will live by the sword, and you will serve your brother. But the time will arrive when you will shake off and release his yoke from your neck." Like an egg yolk?
Nice. Should I collect?
Therefore, Esau always hated Jacob. Okay, so always meaning at any given time, when beginning when he was conceived, Esau hates Jacob because of what Jacob just now did to him.
Brilliant.
Which means that somehow Esau knew that Jacob would betray him later on. Which begs the question, if he knew that was going to happen, why didn't he prevent it?
Yes.
A blessing probably needs 2 white and 1 colorless mana. We haven't even gotten to mana yet, honestly. I still remember, like, when we had religion lessons in school, in elementary school, and we learned that mana was actually some kind of bread from heaven that like rains down when you're about to die, and then when Skydice is like, okay, you know what, you'll survive, and then it just rains bread or something like that. Like, bread from heaven, I think.
Become bread? Question mark.
I am bread.
Oh, no, it is bread.
Therefore, Esau always hated Jacob for the blessing with which his daddy had blessed him. And he said in his heart, "The days will arrive for the mourning of my daddy, and I will kill my brother Jacob." These things were reported to Rebekah, and sending and calling for her son Jacob, she said to him, "Behold, your brother Esau is threatening to kill you. Therefore, now my son, listen to my voice. Rise up and flee to my brother Laban in Haran. And you will dwell with him for a few days, until the fury of your brother subsides, and his indignation ceases, and he forgets the things that you have done to him. After this..."
Yes, short memory.
I mean, they were drinking a lot back then, so it's not that unreasonable.
Yeah, fair enough.
"After this, I will send for you and bring you from there to here. Why should I be bereaved of both my sons in one day?" Anna. No. No, you misspelled that. Manna. And Rebekah said to Isaac, "I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth." Heth weren't Heth the one that sold the grave to Abraham for his wife and himself? No, those were the sons of Heth, I think, and these are now the daughters
anymore.
So, but maybe Heth is the land, so daughters of Heth are just the people that live in that land. I'm not sure.
Makes sense, yeah.
If Jacob accepts a wife from the stock of this land, I would not be willing to live. If Jacob accepts a wife from stock of this land, I would not be willing to live. So once again, racism.
Seems about right.
Wait, this was actually...
I'm doing well with my whole new family tree. I'm almost at Abram.
Good for you.
Oh yeah.
And so Isaac called for Jacob, and he blessed him. Huh? So now we're just repeating what happened once again, just to add to the confusion. And so Isaac called for Jacob, and he blessed him, and he instructed him, saying, "Do not be willing to accept a mate from the family of the Canaanite, but go and journey to Mesopotamia of Syria, to the house of Bethuel, your mother's daddy. And there, accept for yourself a wife from the daughters of Laban, your maternal uncle. And may Skytis Almighty bless you. And may he cause you to increase and also to multiply." So grow tall and have many children, so that you may be influential among the people.
Is it in that particular order, or is there like a specific order you want this done in?
I don't know. It's not specified.
Oh.
And may he give the blessings of Abraham to you and to your offspring after you, so that you may possess the land of your sojourning, which he promised to your granddaddy. And when Isaac had dismissed him, setting out, he went to Mr. Potato of Syria, to Laban, the son of Bethuel, the Syrian, the brother to Rebekah, his mother. What the fuck is this? Yeah. Glad we elaborated. But Esau, seeing that his daddy had blessed Jacob and had sent him into Mr. Potato of Syria to take a wife from there, and that, after the blessing, he had instructed him, saying, "You shall not accept a wife from the daughters of Canaan." And that Jacob, obeying his parents, had gone into Syria, having evidence also that his daddy did not look with favor upon the daughters of Canaan, he went to Ishmael, and he took as a wife, besides those he had before, Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nebaioth. Yeah, we just have to make sure that we just repeat the entire family whenever we mention anyone. Okay, so
we might
Jacob
just have to.
took as a wife Mahalath, the daughter of Israel. Okay. Highlight that in pink. Meanwhile, Jacob, having departed from Beersheba, continued on to Haran. And when he had arrived at a certain place where he would rest after the setting of the sun, he took some of the stones that lay there, placing them under his head, and he slept in the same place. And he saw in his sleep a ladder standing upon the earth, with its top touching heaven. Also, the angels of Skytus ascending and descending by it. And the Lord, leaning upon the ladder, saying to him, "I am the Lord, the Skytus of Abraham, your daddy, and the Skytus of Isaac. The land in which you sleep, I will give to you and your offspring will be like the dust of the earth." So once again, that's a threat.
Yes.
"You will spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the meridian." I guess the word south simply wasn't invented back then. And in you and in your offspring, all the tribes of the earth shall be blessed. And I will be your guardian wherever you will journey, and I will bring you back into this land. Neither will I dismiss you until I have accomplished all that I have said. Okay. And when Jacob had awakened from his sleep, he said, "Truly, the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." And being terrified, he said, "How terrible this place is! This is nothing other than the house of Skytus and the gateway of heaven." This fly just fuck off finally.
No.
Therefore, Therefore, Jacob, arising in the morning, took the stone which he had placed under his head, and he set it up as a monument, pouring oil over it. And he called the name of the city Bethel, which before was called Luz. And then he made a vow, saying, "If Skytus will be with me, and will guard me along the way by which I walk, and will give me bread to eat and clothing to wear, and if I will return prosperously to my daddy's house, then the Lord will be my Skytus. And this stone, which I have set up as a monument, will be called the house of Skytus. And from all the things that you will give to me, I will offer tithes to you." Amazing. So basically, if I make it home safely and everything goes well, I will name this stone the house of Skytus.
Nice.
Who does he think Skytus is? Patrick Star?
I mean, is he wrong?
I don't know. I don't know Skytus.
Understandable.
And so, Genesis 29. And so Jacob, setting out, arrived in the eastern land. And he saw a well in a field, and also 3 flocks of sheep reclining near it. For the animals were watered from it, and its mouth was closed with a great stone. What?
Yes.
He saw a well in a field, and 3 flocks of sheep reclining near it. Okay, there was a field with a well and 3 flocks of sheep. For the animals were watered from it. Okay, so the animals were drinking from the well, and its mouth. It's referring to the well was closed with a great stone. So how were the sheep watered then? And the custom was, when all the sheep were gathered together, to roll away the stone. Oh, okay, so you just close the well with a stone, and then when all the sheep are there, they are allowed to drink? Oh, okay. And when the flocks had been refreshed, they placed it over the mouth of the well again. And he said to the shepherds, "Brothers, where are you from?" And they said, "From Haran." And questioning them, he said, "Do you know Laban, the son of Nagor?" They said, "We know him." He said, "Is he well?" "He is very well," they said. And behold, his daughter Rachel approaches with his flock. Wait a moment, do we have Rachel already? Nagor. Nope. Also, wait a moment, we just VIP alert. We just have a named daughter. Just double check Rachel.
Oh, interesting.
We don't have a Rachel. Okay.
Oh, it's not of
I like that as well. And Jacob said, "There is still much daylight remaining, and it is not time to return the flocks to the sheepfold. Give the sheep to drink first, and then lead them back to pasture." They responded, "We cannot until all the animals are gathered together, and we remove the stone from the mouth of the well, so that we may water the flocks." They were still speaking, and behold, Rachel arrived with her daddy's sheep, for she pastured the flock. When Jacob had seen her, and he realized that she was his maternal first cousin, and that these were the sheep of his uncle Laban, he removed the stone which closed the well. And having watered the flock, he kissed her. And lifting up his voice, he wept. And he revealed to her that he was a brother of her daddy, and the son of Rebekah. And so, hurrying, she announced it to her daddy. It's not Rachel, it's Ray Charles, a man. It literally says daughter. Shut up. You're just drunk. Which is good, because you should not consume this sober. And when he had heard that Jacob, sister's son, had arrived, he ran to meet him. And embracing him and kissing him heartily, he brought him into his house. But when he had heard the reasons for his journey, he responded, "You are my bone and my flesh." And after the days of 1 month were completed, he said to him,
a rib skip.
"Though you are my brother, will you serve me for nothing?" So basically,
Wow.
he says, "You're related to me." And then like just one month later, he's like, "Okay, you're my brother, but will you serve me for free?"
Brilliant.
Tell me what wages you would accept.
Like
What?
Yeah, like at least 10 euros an hour.
In truth, he had 2 daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and truly the younger was called Rachel. Leah. What is this? Diablo 3 lore? But while Leah was bleary-eyed, Rachel had an elegant appearance and was attractive to behold. And Jacob, loving her, said, "I will serve you for 7 years for your younger daughter Rachel." And Laban responded, "It is better that I give her to you than to another man. Remain with me." Therefore, Jacob served for 7 years for Rachel. And these seemed like only a few days because of the greatness of love. And he said to Laban, "Give my wife to me, for now the time has been fulfilled, so that I may go into her." Sorry, go into her.
Yes.
It's not into, it's into. Imagine just going to a girl's parents and being like, "Okay, now give me this girl because I want to fuck her." It's just a little weird, but
sounds really convincing.
In truth, she was truly called Rachel. Behold, for she was, in fact, truly called Rachel in truth. And he, having called a great crowd of his friends to the feast, agreed to the marriage. And at night he brought in his daughter Leah to him, giving his daughter a handmaid named Zilpah. After Jacob had gone into her, according to custom, when morning had arrived, he saw Leah. Wait a moment. Oh, what? Whoa. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so he, which refers to whatever the fuck his name was, Laban, called his friends for a feast and then agreed to the marriage. So basically, that Jacob is marrying his daughter Leah.
Yes.
No, wait. No, hold on. Leah was the ugly one. Rachel was elegant. So I'm guessing Jacob married Rachel. Okay, so Laban agreed to marrying Rachel to him, and at night he brought in his daughter Leah to him. Why is he bringing Leah? So, Teras, I need your help again. 29:16.
21:60.
29. The pink highlighted.
Where did I put my Bible? Oh fuck. 29. Okay. 17.
16. So
16.
in truth,
okay.
In truth, he, so Laban, had two daughters.
Yes.
One of them
Yes.
Leah, and the young one
Yes.
Rachel. Okay.
Yes.
But while Leah was bleary-eyed, Rachel had an elegant appearance and was attractive to behold. Okay. Jacob, loving her, said, "Here, blah blah blah, I will serve for your daughter Rachel."
Yes.
And then Laban said, "Yeah, sure, whatever, good." And then he served. And then he said, "Okay,
Yes.
give me my wife now. Time has been fulfilled." So, and then he, which is Laban, calls a great crowd of his friends for a feast and agrees to the marriage. So now
Yes.
Jacob is married to Rachel, the attractive one.
Yes.
And at night, he, I'm guessing Laban, brought in his daughter Leah, the ugly one, to him, to Jacob, giving his daughter a handmaid named Zilpah. After Jacob had gone into her, according to custom, when morning had arrived, he saw Leah. So, what just happened? So Laban brings Leah to him and gives Leah a handmaid.
So
And
it
then
sounds like sounds like he literally scammed him.
And then Jacob impregnates the handmaid?
Yeah. If you read on, it says that Surf, right? Why have you deceived me? Yeah. So
Okay.
So yeah, he literally just did the switcheroo and scammed him.
Okay. He had sex with the wrong one. Laban knew that no one wanted Leah.
Yes, that sounds about right. Which is
But still, okay. So at night he brought in his daughter Leah to him. Okay, sure. I guess he can't see. Giving his daughter a handmaid named Zilpah. What relevance does this have?
Yes.
And then Jacob has sex with her. And in the morning, I've been debated. And he said to his daddy-in-law, "What is it that you intended to do? Did I not serve you for Rachel? Why have you deceived me?" Laban responded, "It is not the practice of this place to give the younger in marriage first. Complete a week of days with this mating, and then I will give this one to you. Wait, I will give this one to you also for the service that you will provide to me for another 7 years."
Wow.
Okay, so basically they had a contract, and then he just tried to scam him. Then he obviously realizes it, and then he just says, "Well, it's nope, we don't give our youngest away first. Complete a week of days with this mating. So basically, go fuck this one for a week, and then if you serve for another 7 years, you can have my other one as well."
Wow, what an interesting deal.
He agreed to his pleading.
Wow. What a desperate fuck.
I mean, he is very peaceful. He could have just chosen the more reasonable route of just killing him. You know, or just yoinking her. One of the two. Zilpa was just assisting. I mean... you know what? I'm not gonna ask. I don't want to know.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't, to be entirely fair.
He agreed to his pleading. And after the week had passed, he took Rachel as a wife. Wait, a week? Complete a week of days with this mating. Okay, so fuck the ugly one for a week. And then I will give this one to you also for the service that you will provide to me for another 7 years. Okay,
so you will do it after, so you can have her,
yeah,
but then he still has to stay with him.
Yeah, I think that's what it means. To her, the daddy had given Bilha as her servant. And having at least obtained the marriage he desired, he preferred the love of the latter before the former. Wait.
Yes.
Having at last obtained the marriage he desired, he preferred the love of the latter before the former. And he served with him another 7 years. But the Lord, seeing that he despised Leah, opened her womb, but her sister remained barren.
I love the wording in this. It's brilliant.
Time for your vaginal exam, I guess. Having conceived, she gave birth to a son, and she called his name Reuben, saying, The Lord saw my humiliation. Now my husband will love me. Okay, so
I like the plot.
I just want to point out. So he has to fuck Leah for 1 week every day. And then he was allowed to marry Rachel. Then he serves for another 7 years. Wait, it didn't say which point. Okay, no, so I guess I was just wondering how after 7 years suddenly Leah would conceive, but or give birth, but I guess it's not specified. It's still during his servitude. And again, she conceived and bore a son, and she said, Because the Lord heard that I was treated with contempt, he has also given this one to me. And she called his name Simeon. And she conceived a third time. And she gave birth to another son. And she said, Now likewise my husband will unite with me, because I have borne him 3 sons. And because of this, she called his name Levi. A fourth time she conceived and bore a son. And she said, Only now will I confess to the Lord. And for this reason, she called him Judah. And she ceased from childbearing. Okay, so within... They have sex every day for 1 week. And then obviously stops because she's ugly and he has a beautiful wife now and all that. So,
yes.
And from that 1 week, she conceives 4 times. So she literally has, what is it, quadruplets or whatever the word is?
Yes.
Because otherwise it wouldn't work. If she had them one after another, then how would that work? Unless she had some kind of sperm bank somewhere, like some ancient sperm bank, and just was like, ha, yoink, I'm going to reuse this.
Okay, right. I can close this now.
Okay, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah.
And I can share this with you now.
Oh boy.
You're about to see what the fuck I've been working on for the past, like, fuck knows how many minutes. There we go.
Hold on, let me drink some more.
Now, this is before the extra plot points I haven't added yet. This is just the changed over. I'm gonna go back.
Oh, nice! It's not even showing your stream by default. Okay, I had to start. Okay, there we go.
Oh, nice. Brilliant.
Oh yeah, I can see a lot.
We have the pre-flood. all of this madness, and then this is all the recent stuff.
You know, it would have been a lot better if you had sorted it all downwards so that you can see generations more easily, and because then you can always see the cross generation things. You know, when somebody fucks their mom or someone else's
No,
mom.
you say that, but some people had like so much shit that there was no way to fit them below.
Just have
so
it be a very, very, very wide document.
Nah, that's just
She
my
conceived
convenience.
several times. Yeah, but I mean, isn't it? Aren't you technically conceiving every single one?
One whole entire.
I don't know. Maybe she just snuck in at night and just had like a just fucked him while he was asleep. Well, so you've got plenty of work to do still. Got more to add. Also, maybe you could just make all the daughters in, or generally any women in a different font, so like maybe italic, just to make it clear whenever there's actually a female mentioned, that we can actually tell that it is indeed female.
No, that sounds like an effort.
Your family tree has a cycle in it. Oh yeah, I agree. What's your point being?
It never occurred to me it was by design.
That is what Skytis wanted all along. Ever heard of the cycle of life? Are you being cyclist right now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Genesis 30. Then Rachel, discerning that she was infertile, envied her sister, and so she said to her husband, "Give me children, otherwise I will die." What a fucking drama queen. Give me children or I will literally die. This is like a fucking angry teenager whose parents took away their phone, and it's like, give me my phone or I will literally die. Just
No, it's like kids when they're like, when is dinner? It's like in about an hour. It's like, yeah, but I'm literally starving.
Jacob, being angry, responded to her, "Am I in the place of Skytis, who has deprived you of the fruit of your womb?" But she said, "I have a handmaid Bilhah. Go into her, so that she may give birth upon my knees, and I may have sons by her." And she gave him Bilhah in marriage. Okay, so he now has 2 wives and is probably about to fuck a 3rd different woman.
My favorite.
So like his wife, his soon-to-be wife, and the sister of his wife. And when her husband had gone into her, she conceived and bore a son.
Ah, yes, my favorite.
And Rachel said, "The Lord has judged for me, and he has heeded my voice, giving me a son. And because of this, she called his name Dan."
What? What a fucking generic sounding name.
And conceiving again, Bilhah bore another, about whom Rachel said, "Skytis has compared me with my sister, and I have prevailed." And she called him Naphtali. Leah, perceiving that she had desisted from childbearing, delivered Zilpah, her handmaid, to her husband. Wait, Leah has a husband?
Well, she does now.
Delivered Zilpah, her handmaid, to her husband. And she, after having borne a son with difficulty, said, "Happiness!" And for this reason, she called his name Gad. What? And why is that relevant? Likewise, Zilpah bore another. And Leah said, "This one is for my happiness." Indeed, women will call me blessed. Because of this, she called him Asher. Then Reuben, going out into the field at the time...
I have a question.
No questions, only confusing.
Well, I mean, the previous bit you highlighted.
3 wives, 4 wives. Leah is still the wife of Jacob. Is she? Yet? What? Which bit? Where are we?
25. Help. Is something about Harry Pelt and 2 sons. But whose sons are they? I'm confused
25. Why don't you just look before? Twins were discovered in her womb. Okay, who is her? She being probably... Look, and Isaac besieged the Lord on behalf of his wife because she was barren, and he heard him, gave her conception to Rebecca. Little one struggled in her womb, blah, 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 blah. So Rebecca and Isaac.
Whack.
Then Reuben, going out into the field at the time of the wheat harvest, found mandrakes. These he brought to his mother Leah. And Rachel said, "Give me a portion of your son's mandrakes."
Wow.
She responded, "Does it seem like such a small matter to you that you have usurped from me my husband, unless you will also take my son's mandrakes?" Rachel said, "He will sleep with you this night because of your son's mandrakes." Basically, she's saying, give me those mandrakes, and in return, our shared husband will have sex with you. Okay. Leah was the first, then Rachel, then Bilhah, then Zilpah. Wait. Where was it? He took Rachel as his wife. Okay, where was it said that he actually married? Because he agreed to the marriage, brought... It is nowhere specific... It is nowhere said that he actually marries Leah. It's just implied. He took Rachel as a wife. That was this, but where does it say? He brought in Leah. Blah, blah, handmaid. He sees that he got debated. Why the fuck did you do that? How dare you?
What the fuck does this fucking mean?
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna be like 29... 25.5. Oh wait, no. Needs to be before. So it's 29, 24.5. Jacob married Leah because he's a big dum-dum. And he said to his... Okay, hold on, let's read this. Does this fit in? And he, having called a great crowd of his friends to the feast, agreed to the marriage. At night, he brought in his daughter Leah to him, giving his daughter a handmaid named Zilpah. After Jacob had gone into her, according to custom, when morning had arrived, he saw Leah. Jacob married Leah because he's a big dum-dum. And he said to his daddy-in-law, "What is it that you intended to do? Did I not serve you for Rachel? Why have you deceived me?" Laban responded, "It's not the practice, blah, blah." Yep, that works. It's implied by her father. Yeah, but now we have a verse that explicitly states it to reduce confusion. So now we have 29, 24 and a half. Okay, so yeah, if that is the case, then I do agree with you. It is just implied, which would mean, yeah, he had 4 wives. Mandrakes, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait. Mandrake. And when Jacob returned from the field in the evening, Leah went out to meet with him. And she said, "You will enter to me, because I have hired you for the reward of my son's mandrakes." Imagine just coming home. "Okay, listen, this might sound a little weird, but you gotta fuck me now, because..." Oh, wait, where was I? And he slept with her that night. And Skytis heard her prayers, and she conceived and bore a 5th son. And she said, "Skytis has given a reward to me, because I gave my handmaid to my husband." And she called his name Issachar. Another child, there we go. Conceiving again, Leah bore a 6th son. And she said, "Skytis has endowed me with a good dowry. And now, at this turn, my husband will be with me, because I have conceived 6 sons for him." and therefore she called his name Zebulun. By the way, make sure you also remove the highlighting when you're done.
Yeah.
After him, she bore a daughter named Dinah. Also a named daughter, once again. I guess women are just getting more relevance in the Bible now. They're just worthy of names.
Pardon me.
The Lord, likewise, remembering Rachel, heeded her and opened her womb. And she conceived and bore a son, saying, Skytus has taken away my reproach. And she called his name Joseph. Okay. Saying, the Lord has added to me another son. Wait, wasn't this the first one? I thought she was infertile before. But when Joseph was born, Jacob said to his daddy-in-law, release me, so that I may return to my native country and to my land. Give me my wives and my children, for whom I have served you, so that I may depart. You know the servitude with which I have served you. Laban said to him, may I find grace in your sight. I have learned by experience that Skytus has blessed me because of you. Choose your wages, which I will give you. But he responded, you know how I have served you and how great your possessions became in my hands. You had little before I came to you, and now you have achieved riches. And the Lord has blessed you since my arrival. It is just, therefore, that at some time I also should provide for my own house. And Laban said, what shall I give to you? But he said, I want nothing. But if you will do what I ask, I will feed and guard your sheep again. So he gets misled, is then forced for some reason to marry the ugly one and the beautiful one instead of just the beautiful one, and has to serve 14 instead of just 7 years. And then he asks, he's like, okay, I kind of want to go home now. Do you mind? And then the guy is like, okay, well, you served me so well, I should pay you. And then he just says, nah, don't worry about it. After he was literally misled into doubling the servitude and just... What?
Hey, it's kind to say.
Hi.
Can you hold my hand? I'm struggling.
Oh?
Oh, fuck.
But I'll hold your wiener if you come over here.
Oh, no. Not again. Mother warned me about this.
Just make sure it doesn't become a ripoff.
Go to 29.5. And, what?
29.5, yeah?
What the fuck? What?
What do you mean? What's your question?
What am I putting where?
And questioning them, he said, do you know Laban, the son of Nagor? We know him. And behold, his daughter Rachel. So, Laban, who's the son of Nagor, has a daughter named Rachel.
Which Nagor is it?
Yeah, 2.0.
But Laban was...
Yeah.
That wasn't... That's the wrong Laban.
First of all, it's Laban, not Laban.
Yeah. It's fine. Laban.
But, yeah, Laban is the son of Nagor. That's what it says here.
But he's not. He's the son of Bethuel.
Find me the proof.
For fuck's sake. Bethuel.
Yeah, I think I found it. On the same page,
22.
literally on the same page. But go and journey Mesopotamia, the house of Bethuel, your mother's daddy, and accept for yourself Syria to Laban, the son of Bethuel.
Yeah, so Laban.
I guess he's the indirect son of Nagor?
I guess that's what that would mean. So then.
And then Laban has a daughter named Rachel.
So Laban is okay. That's Rachel. That makes more sense now. And then the next one also makes more sense. The next bit you highlighted. Someone has daughters, but I don't know who. I read like a chunk of I don't. That just literally makes no sense to me. My fucking brain cannot fucking compute basic fucking
Good.
anything.
But he said, I want nothing. But if you will do what I ask, I will feed and guard your sheep again. Go around through all your flocks and separate all the sheep of variegated or spotted fleece.
I literally can't believe you've done this.
And whatever will be darkened or blemished or variegated, as much among the sheep as among the goats, will be my wages. What the fuck did I just... Okay, so
I don't know. You're reading the Bible.
Go through all of your animals. Separate the sheep of variegated or spotted fleece. So find all the sheep that is... I don't know what variegated even means, but I'm about to find out. Variegated.
The hard way.
What the... How does that... Okay. And whatever will be darkened or blemished or variegated. So basically any non-white sheep is... Among the goats is my payment. What? Fuck are you even on about? And my justice will answer on my behalf tomorrow, when the time of settlement arrives before you. And all that is not variegated or blemished or darkened, as much among the sheep as among the goats, these will prove to be a thief. Okay, so he's basically asking, give me all sheep and goats of one sort, basically. And then tomorrow, at some point, if there's any of the kind that you are supposed to give to me and they are still with you, then that's proof that you're a thief. God, that's fucking complicated. And Laban said, I hold favor for this request. And on that day he separated the she-goats and the sheep and the he-goats and the rams with variegations or with blemishes. But every one of the flock which was of one color, that is, of white or black fleece, he delivered into the hands of his sons. And he established a distance of 3 days' journey between himself and his son-in-law, who pastured the remainder of his flock. Then Jacob, taking green branches of poplar and almond and sycamore trees, debarked them in part. And when the bark was pulled off, in the parts that were stripped, there appeared whiteness. Yet the parts that were left whole remained green. And so, in this way, the color was made variegated.
Good job.
I'm not drinking enough.
Yeah, way ahead of you. Let me just... Oh, fuck. Rum.
The next one is gonna need a lot more. Because I have no fucking clue. I get the basic idea. He somehow checks and then he sees that some of them were something, and I guess he didn't get scammed this time or something.
I mean, if I was to be honest with you, I kind of like zoned out about like 3 verses ago.
Yeah, same. I checked the complete solution. It went Nagor, Bethuel, Laban. Yeah, that's what we figured out. It's just very weird to name Laban as son of Nagor. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna fix that right now because it's fucking dumb. Son of Bethuel. Wait, no, Laban, son of... Oh wait, where was it? It was here. The son of... I just want to release this as a proper book with like footnotes. Every comment is a footnote.
Yes. Are we gonna make the notes shaped like feet? Why does that have a chat message?
That's gonna take a lot of space. Why not? And he placed them in the troughs where the water was poured out, so that when the flocks had arrived to drink, they would have the branches before their eyes, and in their sight they might conceive. Okay, so basically he asked for certain seeds, and then he planted them, and they're just gonna grow so fast that when the flock arrives, the flock will see, oh, branches! I'm gonna have some sex now. Yeah, that's how it works. Don't you also just get really fucking horny when you see branches? Especially branches of this family tree? Or change to grandson. You know, the Bible would have been a lot better if Abraham just fucking stepped on Lego, fell over, and snapped his neck.
Seems legit.
The end. And it happened that, in the very heat of joining together, the sheep looked upon the branches, and they bore the blemished and the variegated, those speckled with diverse color. And Jacob divided the flock, and he set the branches in the troughs before the eyes of the rams. Now whatever was white or black belonged to Laban, but in truth the others belonged to Jacob, for the flocks were dispersed among one another. Therefore, when the first to arrive were climbing on the ewes, whatever the hell that means, Jacob placed the branches in the troughs of water before the eyes of the ram and the sheep, so that they may conceive. Ah, we already had that! What is this? Stop! Just fucking stop already! You literally just wrote the same thing twice. I need more. I just fuck this.
I think Skytus is just having a bit of a mental break. Please bear with us. We're having technical difficulties. Ah, that's fucking brilliant. Love it. Okay, I think I'm all caught up with the family tree. Why is this program keep fucking? There we go. Adventure time. There we go. This is the this is the new flow chart of the Bible family tree. That's some breaks into the text. Just add a random page break right there. Ah, fuck. Quick.
Okay, I have now a much more potent.
Okay, well,
drink.
I'm gonna go mute. I'm gonna mute myself for a second, and I'll be right back.
I think he's literally just gonna go to the other end of his apartment and just scream into the corner.
Yes.
What did you just do? Like in a TV show when they repeat what happened so far. But the episode isn't even over. Can you add some ad breaks into the text in the meantime? No. Well, I don't know what Teras was planning here, but I guess he put a page break or whatever on accident. Yet, when the late arrivals and the last to conceive were let in, he did not place these. And so those that arrived late became Laban's, and those that arrived first became Jacob's. And the man was enriched beyond limit, and he had many flocks, women servants and men servants, camels and donkeys. What did I just read? So they basically said, you get the striped sheep and I get this the spotted sheep. Whatever the actual separation was. Same for the goat. And then they led all the sheep and goat to somewhere where he had previously placed some plants. It watered them, and they had grown.
I'm back.
And the animals got really. You broke this by putting a line break or something with everything. And the animals then got really horny because they saw the branches. And then they had massive amounts of sex.
Do you want to catch me up? Because I'm hearing the word sex and branches.
And then the offspring of the animals were again divided based on certain looks, like variegated, speckled, and whatever. And Jacob got one kind, and Laban got the other kind. And somehow Jacob won the jackpot and got a lot more, because Jacob was enriched beyond limit, as you can see here.
Understandable. Just have some more rum.
Genesis 31. But afterwards, he had heard the words of the sons of Laban, saying, Jacob has taken all that was our daddy's, and being enlarged by his ability, he has become famous. Likewise, he observed that Laban's face was not the same toward him as it was yesterday and the day before. Most importantly, the Lord was saying to him, return to the land of your daddies and to your generation, and I will be with you. And he sent for Rachel and Leah in the field where he pastured the flocks. And he said to them, I see that your daddy's face is not the same toward me as it was yesterday and the day before. But the guidance of my daddy has been with me. And you know that I have served your daddy with all my strength. Even so, your daddy has circumvented me. Well, at least he hasn't circumcised you. And he has changed my wages 10 times. And yet Skytus has not permitted him to harm me. Wait. So, he has been scammed? And for some reason, yeah, why would Skytus allow him to harm Jacob after he's...
Yes.
I do not understand. How does that work?
Yes.
Whenever he said, the speckled will be your wages, all the sheep gave birth to speckled newborns. Yet truly, when he said the contrary, you will take whatever is white for your wages, all the flocks gave birth to white ones. And it is Skytus who has taken your daddy's substance and given it to me. You know what? I think that's one for the highlight book.
I was timed out for 1 second.
Are you okay?
Ooh. Brilliant.
I see that you screenshotted that.
Yes. I'd send it to at least 7 other people now.
For after the time had arrived for the ewes to conceive, I lifted up my eyes, and I saw in my sleep that the males climbing on the females were of variegated and spotted and diverse colors. And the angel of Skytus said to me in my sleep, Jacob. And I responded, here I am.
Skytus.
And he said, lift up your eyes and see that all the males climbing on the females are variegated, spotted, and also speckled. For I have seen all that Laban has done to you. Yes?
Skytus.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mr. Burns has just suggested one of the best things ever, and we need to make this a reality now.
Fortune cookies with Bible highlights. We're gonna have to look into that.
Just,
you know what? You
I mean,
can.
I mean, the easier version would just be like t-shirts with those highlighted verses.
That's an option. You know what? While I continue reading, you could just look up. Maybe there's a way where you can just order custom fortune cookies, and we can just send them out.
I bet you fucking can.
Dude, I'll send out those to various people. If it's
done, I've done, found.
If it's like $1 per cookie or something, let's fucking go. Like if you whatever.
High volume prices from like
I would
10 fucking cents. If you're ordering in large quantities.
Yeah, but what's a large quantity? Let's be realistic. We're not at some kind of restaurant here. So let's say we order 50, which would be a lot, but sure, let's say 50.
Let me find the rest commercial site.
Okay, sure. Let me know when you find.
You can get someone Etsy.
I am the Skytis of Bethel, where you anointed the stone and made a vow to me. Now therefore arise and depart from this land, returning to the land of your nativity. And Rachel and Leah responded, have we anything left behind among the resources and inheritance of our daddy's house? Has he not considered us as foreigners and sold us and consumed our price? But Skytis has taken our daddy's riches and handed these to us and to our sons. Therefore, do all that Skytis has instructed you. And so Jacob rose up, and having placed the children and his wives upon camels, he went forth. And he took all his substance and flocks, and whatever he had acquired in Mesopotamia, and he journeyed to his daddy Isaac in the land of Canaan. At that time, Laban had gone to shear the sheep, and so Rachel stole her daddy's idols. What's an idol in this context?
Yeah, it's about $1 per cookie.
Cookie?
No.
Cookie?
Per fortune.
No.
Or about $1.60 for a gluten-free cookie.
Teras.
Yeah.
Teras.
Yes.
Get one. Find a way to send it to Terminus and attach a note. Sweet, they gave me a free cookie.
Fucking chunky cookie.
And then on the back of that note, you just write your monster chunky cookie.
Do you think he'll get it? Because I doubt his fucking troglodyte brain would fucking get it.
For anyone that's confused, fuck you, you didn't watch my CSGO YouTube video. Watch it now.
Yeah, you chunky cookie.
It is literally amazing.
And I'm in it, so you get bonus Teras. How the fuck? How can you deny that? Like, come on.
It is literally the funniest CSGO video out there. And one of the funniest videos altogether, in my opinion. But I might be slightly biased, who knows?
Nonsense.
Okay, so idol is basically like a figurine that's supposed to represent God, I guess. And Jacob was not willing to confess to his daddy-in-law that he was fleeing. And when he had gone away with all such things that were justly his, and having crossed the river, was continuing on toward Mount Gilead. What exactly are you trying to accomplish?
I need to stop drinking.
You know, you can make it as white as you want. It's still not going to be as fat as your mom. Got him.
Oof.
Oof, but true.
Mom, get the camera.
Don't forget the wide angle lens.
And the forklift.
And the toothpick.
What? Angle lens? I just processed what you said.
When? What?
Oh, I do not get paid enough for this.
You get to hang out with me and you get the Bible read to you. What more could you ask for?
Oh my god, we should grab all the past streams of us reading this and just make it into like a fucking audiobook format fucking thing.
Well, I already highlighted the previous two ones because we surely cannot lose those. So
we should make this a podcast.
It was
I'll process it. The scuffed version of a Bible read by an atheist.
Read by two incompetent fucks.
And a chunky
Sorry,
cookie.
read by a German and a teapot.
Thanks, Skytus. Very cool.
And when he had gone away with all such things that were justly his, and had, having crossed the river, was continuing on toward Mount Gilead, it was reported to Laban on the third day that Jacob had fled. And taking his brothers with him, he pursued him for 7 days, and he overtook him at Mount Gilead. He saw in a dream Skytus saying to him, "Beware that you not speak anything harsh against Jacob." And now Jacob had pitched his tent at the mountain. And when he, with his brothers, had overtaken him, he set his tent at the same place at Mount Gilead. And he said to Jacob, "Why have you acted this way, departing from me in secret, with my daughters like captives of the sword? Why would you want to flee without my knowledge and without telling me, though I might have led you forward with gladness and songs and timbrels and lyres? You have not permitted me to kiss my sons and daughters. You have acted foolishly, and now, indeed, my hand has power to repay you with harm. But the Skytus of your daddy said to me yesterday, 'Beware that you not speak anything stern against Jacob.' It may be that you desire to go your own, and that you longed for the house of your daddy. But why have you stolen my Skytus?" Jacob answered, "I set out unknown to you, because I feared that you might take away your daughters by violence. But since you accused me of theft, with whom you will find your Skytus, let him be slain in the sight of our brothers." Wait. What? So who will be slain now? Laban? "Search. Anything of yours that you will find with me, take it away." And when he said this, he did not know that Rachel had stolen the idols. And so Laban, entering the tent of Jacob and of Leah and of both the handmaids, did not find them. And when he had entered the tent of Rachel, she quickly hid the idols under the camel's bedding, and she sat upon them. And when he had searched the entire tent and found nothing, she said, "Do not be angry, my lord. I am unable to uprise in your sight, because it has now happened to me according to the custom of woman." So his careful search was thwarted. And Jacob, being inflated, said with contention, "For which fault of mine, or what sin of mine, have you become so enraged against me, and searched all the items of my house? What have you found from all the substance of your house? Place it here before my brothers, and your brothers, and have them judge between me and you. For what reason have I been with you for 20 years? Your ewes and she-goats were not barren. The rams of your flocks I did not consume. Neither did I reveal to you what was seized by the wild beast. I replaced all that was damaged. Whatever was lost by theft, you collected it from me. Day and night I was burned by heat and by frost, and sleep fled from my eyes. And in this way, for 20 years, I have served you in your house. How dare you just reform it while I'm reading. 14
welcome.
for your daughters and 6 for your flocks. You have also changed my wages 10 times. If the Skytus of my daddy Abraham and the fear of Isaac had not been close to me, perhaps by now you would have sent me away naked. But Skytus looked kindly on my affliction and the labor of my hands, and he rebuked you yesterday." Laban answered him, "My daughters and sons, and your flocks, and all that you discern are mine. What can I do to my sons and grandchildren?" Wait, what? My daughters and sons. I mean, I don't know about sons. and your flocks and all that you discern are mine. So he's basically saying everything that I gave you is now mine because fuck you.
Seems legit.
Come, therefore, let us enter into a pact so that it may be a testimony between me and you. And so Jacob took a stone and he set it up as a memorial. And he said to his brothers, bring stones. And they, gathering together stones, made a tomb. And they ate upon it. And Laban called it Tomb of Witness, and Jacob Pile of Testimony. And each of them according to the fitness of his own language. And Laban said, this tomb will be a witness between me and you this day. And for his reason... Why? This is the first time they use brackets, I think, or parentheses. And for this reason, its name has been called Gilead. That is, Tomb of Witness. May the Lord consider and judge between us when we will have withdrawn from one another. If you afflict my daughters, and if you bring in other wives over them, no one is a witness of our word except Skytus, who understands beforehand. I thought I was still vaguely understanding, but I'm lost.
I've been lost for a long time now.
I know.
You know what was the last time I had a vague understanding of what was going on? At some point before Abraham died.
Okay, so
you can remember it was a while ago.
So Jacob is told by Skytus, yo, go back home. And then he tells his wives, and they're like, yeah, well, our daddy is kind of an asshole, so yeah, let's listen to Skytus. But they do, and then they sneak away because he's worried of what Laban might do then. And then Laban's like, 3 days later he realizes, and then he catches up with him at Mount Gilead. And he's mad, and then Jacob is like, well, I didn't take anything from you. Look at all my tents. He checks all the tents and doesn't find anything. And now they're making a pact for whatever reason. Concerning whatever. Wasn't Gilead one of the knights of the Round Table? Do I look like I'm in any shape to answer that question?
What Round Table?
The one with the 4 corners, clearly.
You have some strange round tables in Germany.
And then he says, okay, if the Lord will be witness, if we leave now, and you hurt my daughters, then something only Skytus will understand.
Woo!
And again he said to Jacob, lo, this tomb and this stone that I have set up between me and you will be a witness.
The stone's a witness.
Yes.
Isn't that essentially just as good as a Jehovah's Witness?
It holds up in court.
What, the stone of the Jehovah?
I call a stone to the stand.
Oh, he's playing hard to get.
This tomb, I say. Wait, who's I? Hold on.
Yeah. This is the stone.
No. Hold on. This is like, and he said to Jacob. This should also not be a period, but rather a colon. So, and now Laban says to Jacob, lo, this tomb and the stone that I have set upon it between me and you will be a witness. This tomb, I say, who is I? I, the person that is writing the Bible, the narrator? This tomb, Laban said, and the stone, they are for testimony. In case either I cross beyond it, going toward you, or you cross beyond it, thinking to harm me. May the Skytus of Abraham, and the Skytus of Nagor, and the Skytus of their daddy judge between us. Therefore, Jacob swore by the fear of his daddy Isaac. You know, usually you swear like by your mother's life or something, and not by the fear of someone.
Damn. Must be desperate then.
And after he had immolated sacrifices on the mountain, he called his brothers to eat bread. Dun dun dun! And when they had eaten, they lodged there. In truth, Laban rose up in the night, and he kissed his sons and daughters, and he blessed them, and he returned to his place.
Okay, I think that's a good stopping point.
Wow, we haven't even gone for 3 hours. How dare you? How dare you already be done?
Gentle. There we go. Bookmark.
By the way, we gotta go over the family tree now. You gotta zoom it in a little because I don't think it's properly visible on stream because it's I can't even really read the names. I have it in full screen, so
I lost it. There it is.
well, I mean, to be fair, it is pretty easy to lose. It's not a big family tree.
Yeah.
So where did we start? We started Abraham.
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 Abraham, yeah.
So we learned a lot of things today. Like he had Isaac, and then Isaac had Esau and Jacob, and we learned a bunch. No, not about. We learned quite a few things about Ishmael as well.
That was kind of there, but yeah. Noah apparently had a bunch of kids, and then
yeah, and
Rachel
then
Leah
this is where it got interesting.
Handmaid had a Gad, and
right,
yeah,
Gad. I don't even remember that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she Leah gave her handmaid to someone, I can't remember who now, and they had
also,
a Gad.
didn't Rachel eventually conceive as well? I don't know if it was named, but
Rachel, Dan,
oh, it's somewhere. Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. What about it?
Yeah.
Just follow the arrows. It makes perfect sense.
Family tree 1.0, the true meaning of multiply. Well, I mean, if you simply look at Leah, like look at Bethuel. Bethuel 1. He then has at least 3 offspring. In the next generation, there's 2 more. And the generation after that, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12, depending on how you want to count. Yeah, that's worth multiplying, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely increasing at an alarming rate.
Also, one thing that I wonder.
Yes.
Adam and Eve were the first people, so everybody's an offspring of them, right?
Who did a what?
Everyone is an offspring of Adam and Eve, right?
Yes.
Okay, and whenever there's somebody that we already have been introduced to, so for example, when Jacob went to wherever Laban lives, he goes there and he's like, yo, do you know Laban, who is the son of this guy and blah, blah, blah. But oftentimes they just talk about various other people and how they are worths and and you can rule them and everything, but aren't they all related then? So why is Laban, for example, considered a more important person than some random Syrian, for example? They also relate to them. They're also their distant cousin or whatever the fuck.
I don't know where Laban is.
Yeah, somewhere out there. I think Laban was the brother of Nagor?
Which Nagor?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure he's somewhere in there.
Well, he was added today, so can't you just control F on this?
Because he's the He's the fake grandfather of Buffalo. Yeah, that one.
He's the fake grandfather of whom?
Of Nahor. Yeah, he's more important because
the
he's
fake. Laban is the fake grandfather of Nahor.
Alcohol is good for you.
Alcohol may not be a solution, but it certainly is a coping mechanism.
Oh, brilliant. I'm gonna go boil my sausage.
Is that a euphemism for?
No, I'm hungry, and I got that.
You're
a big long
hungry.
sausage with my
Hold
friend.
on, what are you hungry for?
My sausage.
Elaborate.
I've got a big sausage in my fridge, and I was gonna fry it up with potatoes, but then I forgot we're doing streaming things, so I still haven't done it. And it's like 10 p.m., so I'm gonna have a really late dinner.
You know,
whilst walking sideways like a crab because I'm drunk.
Here's a pro tip for you, just for life in general. Set up an alarm for half an hour before the stream starts, or maybe an hour, so you can, if you haven't already, eat something.
Nah, that'd be way too easy. That sounds like a responsible thing to do.
As easy as inebriating your dad.
That's Laban's job.
So, you know what? Back to the fortune cookies. What was the result there? What did you find?
I couldn't find like a definitive one, but you could, if you look hard enough and get some like prices from some like more commercial places, you can get them for like between 10 cents or $1, depending on how many you order. Less commercial quantities would cost you about $1 each.
If I ever have a like, I guess fan meeting or something at TwitchCon.
Oh my god.
I know what I'm gonna bring.
Bible first fortune cookies. Well, I'm just have this really big, like A1 piece of paper folded into a cube. That's just this entire family tree.
I mean, that's like the main prize. If you get that, you win.
it's just stuffed violently into a cake.
Main prize is just this on a USB drive.
The best thing I can also download this as a PDF. So I can. Download.
I think it is the time of finding. You know what this is? You want to know what this is? I'll tell you what this is. This is a build your own Bible family tree set.
It's a fucking A4 piece of paper jigsaw. I love the first page. Can I just send this instead of the proper version?
Well, I mean, it should be relatively easy to solve.
This is the most scuffed thing I've ever seen. Oh, fuck. Wait. Shit. Kill it. There we go. I need to reply to something. There we go. Fixed. Oh, this is brilliant. This is I could have not dreamt of a better fucking PDF file in my life. This is now the most powerful PDF file I own.
Good.
I'm gonna send it to random people with no context.
I think you've had enough. It's time to end the stream.
I'm sorry. How is this my fault again?
Yep. Nope. Nope. Outro is playing. We're leaving because you've had enough.
It's brilliant. I love it.
And I also know where we're going. We're rating some stream that you have never seen before in your entire life, most likely.
Can I send them my powerful PDF?
Yes. Hey. You may also post stupid memory in chat to confuse them. So, yeah, we're gonna raid Naga, who's apparently streaming. His stream is gonna look like absolute shit because he's streaming from PlayStation and the PlayStation Twitch app is absolute garbage. So just close your eyes and just be there for the chat interaction. No, it's really sad because the PlayStation app only allows a very limited bitrate. So whenever he turns the camera, it really doesn't look all that great. Because PlayStation is a piece of shit, but he's a nice person. So we're just gonna go there and post fake Bible references or something, I don't know.
Yeah, seems legit.
Okay. Anything you want to add? Other than something towards us?
You get the copy of this PDF on your Discord. Please feel free to share it with anyone you know, and make sure don't give them any context. Just send people unsolicited Bible fixed feed of PDF.
Yeah, that applies to all of you, by the way. Not just me, so. Yeah, please multiply this document. Well, I guess I'll be back most likely on Monday. Maybe in between, if I decide to stream again, but yeah, scheduled stream probably on Monday. Wait, starting. Okay, bye.